I'm starting off my face with moisturizing it with the DG Moisturizing Cream. Next, I'm taking the Mario Badescu Facial Spray with Rose Water. It's definitely one of my favorites. My favorite eyeshadow primer is a Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I've loved this stuff for years. I've never had a look crease up using this product. Now taking the Morphe x Kathleen Lights palette, definitely one of my new faves. And just putting that cream shade all over the lid and up to the brow bone to set the eyeshadow primer. Taking this dark mustard shade, I'm going to be using that as my transition color. Next, taking the LA Colors eyeshadow palette, I'm going to be taking this really pretty light green yellow shade and putting that in my crease. Taking a darker green shade, I'm going to darken up the crease. Taking this even darker green shade, I'm going to put it on the outer corners of my eyelid and then up into the crease as well. Taking a bigger fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend it all out. Going back in with that light green yellow shade, I'm just going to be adding that to the crease again just to bring it a little more color. Next, going back into that Morphe palette, I'm going to take that beautiful green shade and put that all over my lid. Then going back in with that dark green blending brush, just going to blend it all out. Taking the Wet n Wild liquid liner, I'm just going to start making a wing. And to really define the wing, I will be using the Kat Von D tattoo liner. For mascara, going to take the Tarte Tartist mascara. Waiting for my lashes to dry before putting on falsies, I'm just going to prime my face with the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I will be using the Cara eyelashes in the number 43. While waiting for the eyelash glue to get tacky, I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer and carve out my brows. Next, taking the Ardell Brow Palette, and I'm just going to be filling in my brows with that. Next, just going to be putting on my right lash. And while putting on these lashes, I found out that I hated them. They were uneven and they would not stick to my eye the correct way. Taking one of my favorite brow gels, I'm taking the Perfect Arch Clear Brow Gel and setting my brows with that. Taking a sparkly cream champagne color, I'm going to be highlighting my brow bone with that. For foundation, I'm going to be taking the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation with my L'Oreal sponge. Taking my favorite drugstore concealer, the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, I'm going to be concealing and highlighting my entire face. I'm going to cream contour / bronze my face with the Wet n Wild contour stick. Taking my new favorite under eye setting powder, I'm taking the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And to set the rest of my face, I'm taking the Wet n Wild Pressed Powder. To contour, I'm taking the contouring palette from Wet n Wild. To bronze up my face, I'm taking the Too Faced Sun Bunny Natural Bronzer. For blush, I'm taking my favorite e.l.f. drugstore palette. Taking my Holy Grail highlighting palette, the Nicole Guerrero x Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm combining 2 shades to get my perfect highlight. Taking the Kat Von D Alchemist Holographic Palette, I'm going to be taking the shade Green Emerald and highlighting my face with that as well. This is no surprise, I'm taking the Jordana Easy Liner in the shade Tawny. That's definitely one of my favorites. And taking the ColourPop Satin Lippy in the shade Frickin' Frack, I'm going to be going over the Easy Liner with that. Taking a new lip gloss by Juice Beauty in the shade Fig. Going back in with that mustard shade, I'm going to be putting that on my lower lash line. Taking the Alchemist palette again, I'm going to be spraying my brush so that it has more pigment, and then going back in with that green emerald shade. I'm going to be putting this in my waterline and tightlining with it as well. Taking the Maybelline Lash Sensational, I'm going to be coating my bottom lashes with that. And to set my face, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. setting spray. And that's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.